It's Week 15 of the NFL. And coming up, it's the Commanders' towering tight end. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Commanders and the Chiefs under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft.
Tannehill on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Hunt. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 13 carries, 65 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Tannehill now to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
I don't know what the heck.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. To the air again, Tannehill. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And his kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They run once more with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. They give to Taylor out of the... And oh, he coughed it up! And it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes left side. The 20. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. There's Chris Olave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a give to Taylor. Nifty move.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 99 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Dances by at the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Mahomes going to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Kyle Pitts
With touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Commanders are back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The star tight end Darren Waller out in front as this offense returns to the field.
You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop the guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. From just shy of midfield, Tannehill.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
Play action, it's Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On second down, Dalton. And he gets it down to the 32. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. On second down at 4, Mahomes. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really serving the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill.
This pass complete to Ruckert.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of
Personal
bounds
foul.
there.
Roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Dalton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Connection made to Ruckert. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They'll run on 1st down. Dalton.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Tannehill.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they have regained the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
146 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
Robinson up the middle.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and they have regained the lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Tannehill now to throw.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mahomes now on first down. Past the 20. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Here's Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Throw caught by Raymond. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That's complete to Mooney. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Tannehill's throw there, complete to Mooney. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing again is Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. And this will be caught by Mooney. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Baker Mayfield, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in U.S. Bank Stadium. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Miles Sanders, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for Washington, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 2nd down now. Dalton, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's Tannehill. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, this offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season. Sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
On 2nd and a yard, Mahomes. That's Samuel, caught left side.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 36, Mahomes.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Taylor diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So we have a tie now atop the all-time single-season rushing touchdown list. LaDainian Tomlinson, you've just been joined by this man.
And they share similar traits in running the football. Excellent vision, cutting ability, determination, will. They understand where the end zone is and will not be deterred.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down, Dalton. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
Tannehill. Going up top.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense going back to work.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Wow, 213 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got it to Williams. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now Mahomes. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tannehill.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Mahomes tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. This is caught by Williams. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And again, it's Mahomes. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Olave from 8 yards out. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Tannehill on 3rd down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tannehill throwing again.
Outright, he's got Ruckert.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. This pass complete to Ruckert. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. To throw again on second down. Tannehill. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Carlson down to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating... And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Washington, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs,